No, that's over. Welcome back to the Jesse Rucinski show. I've missed you. It's been a couple weeks since I've been here and done one of these. I was out and about, visiting the world. Really, I just took a surprise trip, showed up at my parents' front door unannounced at like 6:54 in the morning. Actually, I called my dad and said that my friend Sean drove by, said there's some weirdo standing outside their house. So then he said, there's some what? Oh, and his O was seeing me. So I went up there, did all kinds of things, and it was a good time. A lot of good stuff happened. Lots of fun, I would say. Lots and lots of fun. And we got to see a lot of different people from a lot of different everything, backgrounds, race, religion, like everything. And it was amazing though, just to, I'm not just talking about while I was home in Whitehaven. I'm talking about that, obviously. I mean, there's still all kinds of people there and all kinds of people that I've known for a very long time. Um, that should go without like saying that all kinds of people there, but we went and did all kinds of stuff. I mean, between the trip driving up, I must say, I don't know if it's COVID or what, but the roads were a lot emptier. I mean, that trip was the easiest I've ever had going up. And that was through the middle of the night. Anyone that knows how much I go up there when I drive is the middle of the night. Like that was easy peasy and smooth. But everyone we saw in Virginia, people wearing masks, people not wearing masks, everyone was good when we stopped up there. Pennsylvania, like, everyone was actually really just good about it. They had one on or not. No one was, raising hell, giving dirty looks, anything, at least not the places I went, which was a good thing to me. You know, honestly, I didn't know what to expect. I just know some of the lockdowns in some of these states was way crazier than anything I dealt with down here in North Carolina. Um, then we went to, Knoebels, America's #1 family fun park, voted a lot. Great place. If you've never been, go. Mick Foley goes there for his birthday. So that should tell you enough if you're a wrestling fan. Like it was glorious. And again, people wearing their masks there, people not wearing their masks there, going on the same rides with people, whether, and everyone, getting along well, getting along really well, laughing, screaming on the rides, good times. People going out of their way to be Trump supporters and people just walking by like nothing's going on, which was a great change of pace. Even down here, sometimes I've seen people like completely get ripped for masks or wearing Trump stuff or anything like that. It was so nice. Then Bloomsburg Fair. Yes, I lived in Pennsylvania for 14 years. No, I never went to the fair until this year with Hannah. The first time I went to Knoebels over a decade too, but went up there. And for a state that, he won by, whatever, I'll let, we'll never actually, I'm sure we'll get answers years from now, but actual numbers is again, there's duplicates, there's all kinds of dumb stuff going on all across the board, regardless of what anyone wants to say. There was weird stuff enough to overturn it. Who goddamn knows? So I'm not saying anything like that. Just saying, you won the state, but I mean, I saw a picture. Someone said there was a Biden Harris little tent there. No one was there. Like Trump stuff was out the wazoo, but people stopping there and buying stuff. Everyone got along and acted like human beings and adults, which is good because normally the only interactions I get about this or anything of people, going after me for everything. Like it was just really nice to see it just normal world, even through all the vitriol of politics. I mean, there are Trump stands everywhere. All that. I only bring it up just because, everyone still got along, regardless of it, which was really the big thing for me. I didn't think it was people were capable of getting along. No offense to the world, but when's the last time anyone proved, that's possible? Um, it was amazing. By the way, the fair, don't know if it was my greatest thing ever did, but it was good to go. Let's say I did it once now. Going to the county fair tonight, actually. So going to the Onslow County Fair and you listen, you want to see me, you know where to find me. And well, if you're not listening to this right, after it releases, then well, you're not going to see me there if you go the rest of the week. So sorry. But yeah, it was really a glimmer of hope I guess is really what it was. And to see everyone getting along, acting like adults regardless. And it's contentious stuff between everyone. Like, yeah, at least it has been. Like, we're so divided and miserable. It was good to go somewhere. Just like when we went to Darlington, even with all the Trump stuff everywhere. Everyone still walked by people like everyone got along. Like, I don't know what it is. Like, yeah, Pennsylvania State Fair, I guess, really. I mean, Bloomsburg Fair, the big one, NASCAR tracks, like family fun parks, amusement parks, whatever you want to call it. Like, everyone got along like adults. And I mean, I didn't want to go on a 6 minute or so tirade to start it out about that, but it was just, especially as I've been gone for so long. But it was really, really, really nice, I'd say, to see everybody getting along and acting like human beings and adults for a change after just so much anger. And again, then there's some places I go to where people are getting their head bit off. I still get messages with my head getting blown off. It is what it is. That's what I'm here for. Yeah. Certain people doing it, I can tell they're just, yeah, trying to start fights. Regardless, I just send them back facts and they just don't say anything back to me. But um, yeah, it was really good to do the trip, surprise the family, at least dad, till he ruined it and told all my sisters and all that. But ruined the whole purpose of it. But to go see everyone and then just go again everywhere, when here, there, and everywhere. Between going to run errands in Hazleton on Friday nonstop, older sister, younger sister, boyfriend, everyone came over Saturday. Brother-in-law, kid Randy and her husband Seth and their kids. Like, my niece was there and I made like a million, like big old lasagna. Everyone hung out. It was just the most peaceful, non angering, I guess, no vitriol, no anything thing that I've had in a very long time. It was good. Yeah, just again, not to get my head blown off for a whole entire like week. And then that turned into more. And again, well, yeah, microphones, cameras, got that moving. Yeah, did some upgrades around here that you can't see. That stuff right over there that was always on the wall. The camera angle just wasn't there. And really, I moved the desk, and suddenly it's this whole new thing. But again, it was just really, really good to see people getting along. So I hope it can continue. I don't see it happening because people are still arguing about just dumb stuff. But it was a good change of pace. And now to get into something, as it's my first day back, I'm not trying to make it the craziest long thing in the world, but I mean, how about that "Let's Go Brandon" thing? I mean, congratulations to Brandon Brown. That team started with his dad. They work on it. They still do it all. Small team getting that victory, that was huge. So congratulations to them. Like, that win, God knows the amount of like sponsorship help and stuff that can give such a small team in a world of giants. So kudos to them. That was really good, to see. But I mean, I feel bad for the report. I can't think of her name, but the reporter there after he won to come and interview him. I mean, you could clearly hear what they were saying. It sure as hell was not "Let's Go Brandon." There was someone from NBC in her ear. And save it. Well, "Let's Go Brandon." That was happening. As you could very easily tell, that was nowhere near possible being "Let's Go Brandon" at all. Like, not at all. He did a very good job with hearing that from her. He did a really good job, actually, to save her, from that, But "Let's Go Brandon," like, just let it be said. Like, you can hear it clearly. It doesn't matter what the hell you tell her to say it is, unless they said do something. But like, it's really like, for being the most popular, president ever, more votes than God himself, really. To have that there, everyone could go, "Oh, it's a NASCAR race." Ugh. Like, okay, it was in Alabama, but we can move on to other things like baseball games. It's happened there, basketball games, NFL games, college games, across the country, across the board. And again, most of those people there, not Yeah, there should actually be a lot of his base in there. Yeah, his voting support. But I mean, across that many sports, that many states, that many everything is, yeah, approval numbers at like 38, and that's coming from a liberal poll, which means it's probably even lower in all actuality. They just having 38% of the people they went after. They made sure they targeted enough people to make it, so we could have some kind, like, that's a really bad sign. And him getting like that chanted at him, like across the board, that's really, 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 really bad. If you're him, that is. I mean, the congressional baseball game, which is at Nationals Park, which last time I checked is there. Yeah. Capitol and all that, like, yeah, Democrats versus Republicans. And there he was getting booed out of the building in a horrifically like 90+% liberal place. But again, those probably aren't the people that are going to baseball games. People going to the baseball games are people from the surrounding areas. Like 10 feet outside the door, and he got booed out the building. I don't care who you are, how you tried to spin it. That man got booed out the building. Like Hitler got more cheers. I know I'm going to get fact checked for that. You know, like that was abysmal. That was really, really bad when you're getting that much in DC. Like that proves how much people actually like care about them. I mean, no matter what you want to say, and people are like, "Oh, look, Trump is trying to get DOJ to overturn it." Yeah, he's a megalomaniacal prick at the end. But again, there's been all kinds of stuff with all kinds of duplicates and all kinds of stuff here, there, and everywhere, regardless. But I mean, gas prices at a 7-year high. Thanks, Joe. With a comment between, "You're welcome, Hannah." Thanks, comma Joe! Exclamation point. Uh all those ships that can't go anywhere. I mean, it's planned, I believe, having that many not unloading. I mean, yeah, that's happening. China showing all this aggression towards Taiwan, the whole Afghanistan thing, that $85 billion. And everyone got, and then the testimony from the generals go, "We didn't hear from him for 10 days after Kabul fell." When he was out there telling people he was, right on top of it and consulting with them every day. Like, yeah, he didn't talk to anyone for 10 days. Like that. I mean, every month we set a new record for illegal apprehensions crossing the border, which isn't good. Inflation's at all time high. Business inflation's at all time high. I mean, the price of everything is up. I mean, at one point, gallon jugs of water from, I think, Crystal Geyser, I don't remember what the hell, but they went up 20 cents overnight. Like they say, "Oh, it's just meat." No, everything's going up. Hombres. And all that goes up, fuel's up, which means the cost of everything's going to go up. Whether you're heating your home, car, everything. I mean, that's going to cost people. They said they're not going to do anything that's going to hurt the working class and the middle class. But what do you call all this inflation and prices going up? The people that make the least are going to be the ones that are most affected by the price of everything going up. That's how that works for all of you that don't understand anything or are confused. That's how that actually works. The price of that stuff goes up, the rich people aren't going to be affected. And you tax them more, the price of everything is going to go, no matter what Jen Psaki has to say. Businesses wouldn't do that. Like, apparently you've never taken an economics class. You're going to cost, they only care about one thing, the bottom line, making money. So you start charging them more money in taxes, they're going to up the prices, which is going to hurt all the small people. So congratulations. That's how economics really works for all of you idiots out there in the world that don't understand when we say all these things in inflation are really like, we're not going to tax them anymore, but we're going to fist them and make them pay hand over fist more than they are, because we just keep spending money. We don't actually know anything or how economics work or none of that. And the list goes on and on of just dumb things that just keep happening. And all the crazy people are still like, I'm very proud of them. Like, what? Like, apparently you're not paying attention to anything that's actually going on. And everyone on this side can agree with it. I mean, guess what? Look at all the rhinos that are signing off on it, trillions of dollars worth of spending that they said they wouldn't. But this goes both ways. But all of us are calling out those people that said, we'll never do that. And then they do it. And they've been in power for forever. So we all know they're getting cut. Goes across all parties, everything. Um, I just don't understand. Really don't. I like to understand. I wish I could understand how people are proud of them. But I mean, that's just the stuff I can think of. Like the list goes on and on about all hell that is breaking loose. Crime up, over 100% in a lot of places. Race relations, people feel they're a lot worse. Like they're talking about how, there's all this racism. We need to, stop racism and all that. But yet their solution to that is resegregating things and doing it. Like, what the hell is that going to do to stop it? That's actually re-implementing. For any of us that can understand basic big words, re-implementing. Here for you. Like, it's just mesmerizing. It's unfathomable. Like the level of stupid that's happening. How many people are going, I'm very proud of him. How? Like, there's not one good goddamn thing he did. And it just keeps getting worse. And yet people are proud of him. So I don't know. That baffles me. But there's, again, there's rhinos on there too. Susan Collins. We all know Mitch McConnell, like Cheney. There's a lot of them that are, turncoats. They say, we're not going to do it. And then they do it anyway. Like there's a lot of that. So this goes both ways. I'm just saying, like, everyone on the right is calling them out. No, really, what? You're going to stand up for it. And then you go and do that anyway. Like we're calling them out. No one's calling out Joe. But I mean, people support their people. I get it. I do get that. But, it's just so much craziness. And I get my head bit off all the time, no matter what the hell anyone on the right does. But no one's ever calling out people on the left. Like it's just, I don't know, double standard. Maybe that's why I hate is double standard. But again, that comes between Trump, Biden, Susan Collins, Mitch McConnell, Nancy Pelosi, Chuck Schumer, AOCs of the world, like any of them. Like we need a full revamp, get rid of all the shadiness, scumbaggery going on. But it'll never happen, sadly. But well, that said, though, I mean, at least there's the Let's Go Brandon thing. We're trying to save that. And everyone's picking up on it. Everyone's making shirts. James Woods is putting it out there. I mean, like, stuff like that doesn't happen for no reason. That's a very bad sign, at least for me. And the president's getting that at him. But Let's Go Brandon. Never has that ever been done better. Yeah, Let's Go Brandon. Like, it's amazing. Again, I don't know who told her to do it, but if she did it all on her own, there, they were in her head telling her son, "Oh, make that go away." Like, you can't make it go away. Just let it happen. It's happening everywhere. It's just a bad sign for things in general. These numbers are tanking. Things are getting worse, and I really do see them getting even worse. Unemployment still abysmal. Like we've done nothing. Like there's 10.5 million job openings still. We're still waiting all these months later. Like it's just we have to get ahead of the the virus before we could do anything. And this is all Trump's fault. Now I have a plan. Elect me, and then we have just as many deaths, if not more, in the year of Biden with vaccines and all that than we did without even therapeutics or anything under Trump. Like it. Yeah, it's just basic double standard stuff. Guess what? He didn't handle it perfectly by any means, but I mean, he was one man with a virus that no one knew of, so we didn't have tests, therapeutics, anything. Like we had nothing to be we weren't ready because there's no way to be ready, at least with a lot of this stuff. Like, and the states are supposed to be in charge of getting their own respirators. New York, for example, was told that you should get this many, and they didn't. Like a lot of states, you're supposed to be in charge of it. The Fed is just there to help you. You're supposed to take care of yourselves, just to clarify how that actually works. I don't know, maybe this is my last time I got my head bit off, which is the other day, which is why I'm probably, took another couple of days to come on here. People just keep poking. But I mean, when it gets to the point where Let's Go Brandon is spreading around, and I feel bad for Brandon Brown because the small team, finally getting a win, and it's going to be overshadowed by that for forever. But at least his name will be remembered, at least his first name. Good for him getting the win. And it started like in that moment with there, but I don't know. It's all crazy, ain't it? But let's go, Brandon. At least we could say that now, even though I'm sure me mentioning is going to get me thrown out of the algorithm just for mentioning the words, but it is what it is. With that being said, I appreciate you watching on Facebook, YouTube, or Rumble, or listening on Anchor, Breaker, Radio Public, Pocket Cast, Overcast, Sketcher, now on iHeartRadio, Spotify, Apple, and Google Podcasts. Check out all of them. Follow along, like them, share them, comment, tell me what you think. Again, the more followers, the more comments we get, the more it shows up on in the searches and on YouTube, and the more feedback I get. So I appreciate all that. Hopefully, like sound quality's better. Got that back there. And graphics. Ooh. You get to see the rest of the wall that was always next to me. Ooh, that I do for the wrestling show, Wrestling with Ski. That's also on all those platforms. And so check that out if you're a wrestling fan. But appreciate y'all. I promise I'll be back more regularly now. Yeah, just wanted to share all that time on the road with everyone getting along. Let's go, Brandon. There's just all kinds of, and the reasons why people are chanting that. I figured I should mention that too. But, it's just crazy time. So I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for checking me out. Thank y'all for watching. Again, like, share, comment away on everything. It helps me out. It helps y'all out. It helps get more eyeballs on it. So I appreciate that. I appreciate y'all. And until next time, my friends, like always, be good to each other, educate yourself, be kind, and peace.